You had the top 10. What is the top 10? In essence, the top 10 music of the day made you buy more. They used the media, they used every means possible to get out the message, buy this product. And that made the difference. And that's what we did. We went out and bought. In actual fact, most of these products, when they were first invented, even the inventors did not know the value of it. When the gramophone was first invented, it first received immense criticism. Who would want to hear anybody's voice? Was the first comment made. And look to where it has grown today. It is not, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. From the early gramophone of the 1920s to the iPod today. Are you with me? I'm a little nervous, you might say, because I'm used to speaking to a lot of white faces. It's a little bit of a challenge to speak to everyone who looks like me. So a smile or two would be nice, huh? Thank you. Now, China chose the first part. They basically chose the part of manufacturing. They essentially went out to see what were the products and goods that the rest of the world required, and they were able to go out there and produce it cheaper and in great quantity. But not necessarily of the same quality, but similar enough that it would sell. Hence, everyone basically crossed the ocean. And China, there are a lot of other things. I mean, the economists sitting in the audience would say there are a lot of other issues that brought this to bear. Yes, but I'm just picking up one to create a point. And China chose that, and they basically made the cheapest, most powerful resource available. That was labor. They created the infrastructure to suit it, and they engineered the entire economy to create this. However, it's not necessarily the path that India should follow. India is suited to be of the latter category. Now, why would I say this? Because basically, if you look at China, their issue is unity is strength. They centralized the economy. Even going way back to 2,000 years, the time of the first emperor, Shi Huangdi, they basically eradicated all other languages in the country and made Mandarin the dominant one. You could speak in Cantonese or Hainanese, but you would still write in the typical Mandarin script. This kind of created the even playing field, somewhat, creating the path leading up to the centralization of the economy centuries later. We, on the other hand, have chose to celebrate our differences. Our theme should be not unity is strength, but diversity is strength. We are different. The world is a microcosm within India itself. We have so many languages that even when you cross 100 kilometers going in some direction, you could be in a place you cannot read the road signs nor speak to the natives. Even the script is not similar. But yet we are a nation. And that is the power that we should bring to bear. That we should move into the arena of creating products, of going out there and being who we are and using that strength. We have the ability to do this within India. Why not the world? It is not that much different. If we take a look further at who we are in India, we are the world's largest democracy. You hear this said all the time. But the reality is it means a lot. It means a lot. Despite all of the challenges and weaknesses within the system, despite all of the things that we tend to criticize, we are still a working democracy. And we have held together 1/5 of the planet's population for over half a century. Now this has never been done. That we can be proud of as Indians. In every field of endeavor that we embark upon, we need to create something. We need to create the Indian image. We need to be proud of something that is essentially Indian before we even get into the room. The Italians, for instance, we saw a commercial just now from Italia Telecom. They are fabulous in their design. They are proud, innovative, and that is one of the challenge, their strengths. They made it into a trademark for the country. The best cars in the world, or the best designed cars in the world, are Italian. Lamborghini, Maserati, Ferrari. Although the best made engines may come from Germany, as some of my fellow directors will dispute, because Germans are well known for precision engineering. So here's the question. What are we known for? In the field of international business, what are we known for? What should we be known for? The Japanese, for instance, went beyond pure manufacturing. They started by bringing in American motor vehicles and recreating it, assembling it and selling it out there, eventually catching up. But today, they have gone and surpassed it. They have innovated. They have recreated vehicles of a totally different design, different engineering makeup, 100% Japanese, authentic, and they do not challenge Ford anymore. Lexus today challenges BMW. Now, we need to go beyond that. We cannot be known for outsourcing by itself, or known for providing backroom operations for corporate America. This is not the strengths that India can take into the Indian millennium, because this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Indian millennium. It begins right here. It begins us looking within ourselves. Our strengths lie within us, not without. You get to go abroad to study. And whether we go to, Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Cambridge, and so on, it's not just the education that we acquire when we return. We acquire all of the Westernisms, so to speak. I have no problem with that per se, because we do need to conform. But in the process, let's not forget who we are. In the process of acquiring and conforming, let's not forget our roots. In the words of Gandhiji, he says, I do not want the doors to my home to be locked to the rest of the world. To paraphrase Gandhiji, he says, I do not want my windows and doors to be locked to the rest of the world. I want the winds from every corner of the world to sweep through my home, but I want my feet embedded in the earth of Mother India. India has already done much. It has helped shape the planet that we stand upon. In fact, if you take a look back to, our former colonial masters, so to speak, if you go back to the UK today, it is, Indian restaurants at every corner that you see. Indian music that rings out. Bollywood has a greater impact in the UK today. It's one of the premier markets to go out to. If you take a look at the amount of Indians and Indian influence ranging from language itself all the way up to their culture, their music and everything else, then I don't know who colonized whom anymore. Through our music and our arts, we are already out there. Our presence is felt.